Hello and welcome to D&D on DDO Cast. We are Dungeons & Dragons players, and we're going to play some Dungeons & Dragons online players. We're going to play some 5th edition D&D, Tomb of Annihilation. I'm Patrick, your Dungeon Master and host this evening. Thanks for joining us, and we encourage folks to participate at twitch.tv/DDOcast, where you can influence the game if you're watching us live. We're using the virtual tabletop Fancy Grounds Unity. You can visit fancygrounds.com or at fancygrounds2 on Twitter to learn more. Let's meet the players, and we'll start with Fire.
Hello, I am Naldarai. I am a sorcerer, if I can speak tonight.
Speaking's overrated. Alexsia.
Hello, I'm Alexsia. I am a custom lineage alchemist.
And Grub.
Hi, I'm Grub, and this is session 3. I still haven't hit anything.
Fraggle.
Flickeraxe, the Dwarven Knowledge Cleric.
And Fahada.
Hi, I'm Fahada. I'm a human variant ranger.
And Dyne.
Hi, I'm playing Dyne Lipsia, a gem dragonborn, technically rogue.
Technically rogue. And Bojaxxx.
Anybody's a rogue.
Everybody's
They want to be.
I have Bojaxxx playing a copper dragonborn barbarian who believes that most of life's problems can be solved with a battle axe to the gut or a warhammer to the skull. And fortunately for this group, I'm proficient with both.
Yay.
So, this is just a Sonic speaking to Froggle because he's the most interested in it. Hey, so I've been looking for pranksters around the place. And apparently our raptor trainer, Rawl, is.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So, he wouldn't do that, though, would he?
Well, he's a prankster around the place, so maybe I'm asking.
That would be fantastic.
He doesn't have to do it. We can just make it easy to assume he did it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't we have him do it if he's into it?
That's the thing, though. As soon as you ask, it puts you as a suspect.
Mm-hmm.
But if you think you could do it, yeah, man, I would totally do that. That's a great idea. Have him do it.
Okay, what did we decide on here?
We have a.
Are you saying that just between the two of you, or saying that to everybody?
Well, I've said it to him, and he can say it to everyone else, which pretty much happened good enough. So,
yeah.
So, like, I'm gonna pick his brain for some ideas. Like,
yeah.
Ideas for pranks or whatever.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm a little busy caring for my animals, but I get off in an hour, and he tells you which ale tent to meet him in.
Okay, cool. I'll see you there.
What are the latches like on the raptor pens?
Solid.
No, how do they work? Are they slide bolts? Are they what? How do you open it?
Some sort of a clever lever. So like not a slide bolt, but something like a bar that slides down.
How heavy is the bar?
Not super heavy, but solid enough to. It's also dual action. I'll say it's dual action, so that that they really don't want the raptors to get out.
Go figure.
Understood.
Yeah, but it's not locked, right? Or anything. There's no padlock or anything.
No.
Okay.
Is there, I mean, is there a time limit to this distraction quest versus the ghoul quest? Because we could get a bunch of money.
I'm guessing he wants it sooner rather than later for the distraction quest.
Well, because, we could spend some time working out a distraction while we're hunting ghoul heads.
I think we kind of need to see a whole day cycle here and see if there's times of slack when we can do something.
Mm-hmm. That
Or
too.
Or
I
if there's
agree with
somebody
this.
around that may do something that we might be able to, that would
I think
do
that
the
we
job for us.
Yeah. I like the idea that the guy likes causing mischief.
Because we don't want anybody to get hurt.
Nope.
And we really don't want to have, so we say a lot of property damage if it can be helped. We just need to get the place emptied out. Well, maybe one of you strapping fellows can put the moves on the commander.
I'm just going to point
We
out that
don't
the
even know
goal is
which
to get
way she
her
leans.
out of the bedroom, and getting her into bed might be counterproductive.
I'm an
I
eight.
didn't mean just to get her in bed. I just mean to take her
I'm an
to
eight
dinner.
charisma dragonborn.
That's an idea. Oh, maybe as a group we can ask her to dinner or something.
I'm going to assume that an hour is going to have gone by at this point,
Fair.
and Dyne will meet Rawl in one of the ale tents.
I'm interested in this one. You mind if I join?
Oh, sure. Come on.
I'll tag along as well, not knowing anything better to do.
So Rawl comes waltzing into the place. Not sure if it's exactly what I'm going for, but basically kind of like he owns the place, right? Like, the bartender clearly knows who he is. And he walks in, and before he's done walking through the door, he has signaled the bartender for a drink, and he points at Dyne.
Fantastic.
Oh.
And the
He's got
bartender,
his meal ticket. Or drink ticket in this case.
I mean, liquid dinner, anybody? But so
It's like bread.
the bartender brings the drink. He doesn't like completely shirk the other customers, but clearly he gets Rawl his drink faster than anyone else would likely get a drink, kind of a thing. Aside from the commander or like a commanding officer kind of person.
Right.
Unless they're really important, he's going for Dyne first. Or for
Rawl, yeah.
Raw.
Bro.
So he sits down and says, "So you're adventurers, right?
Yep.
What kind of wild and crazy adventures have you been on so far?"
Well, and I've been on one adventure after another. Most of them back home, but here, and I'll go through the wholesale slaughter of my previous party.
Do you want to add some gory details for?
Well, obviously.
Oh, I meant like to tell us what some of those gory details were.
Oh yeah. So, and then there was Ralph, and Ralph got his head just ripped in half. Like, I didn't think that worked that way, but apparently if you pull hard enough on the lower jaw, you push hard enough on the forehead, those humanoid heads just pop off in the weirdest ways.
Raul greatly enjoys your story, ordering a second drink as you tell it.
Excellent. So, I'm guessing you've been a dinosaur rider, so you've had plenty of adventures yourself.
Let's see. Oh, hey, there's a little blurby thing here. That might be helpful.
They might.
Amazingly, not so much. Well, he's a tribal warrior, or living beyond quote civilization, which basically means just not at the port. But he was part of a tribe, and he just has a great fascination and respect for dinosaurs, and from an early age was learned how to train them. He spent time at the port training animals, training dinosaurs. That's kind of where he learned his trade. And a position opened up here. He was noticed by some flaming fists, and there was an open position. And he gives you this very gregarious kind of story about how he came to the port. And actually, let's see who said Alexsia is there and Naldarai is there. Yeah.
Not there. I actually wanted to visit with the horses and surreptitiously watch everything around me.
Okay. I'll come back to you in a second. So I got some insights. Insight checks out to the drinking party. Dyne, you're very confident that he is talking himself up here. This is not. But there, they needed someone of considerable skill to train their dinosaurs at the fort. And the previous person had no idea what they were doing, as is evidenced by the position becoming open through very tragic circumstances.
Oh.
Well, I can see how that happens. You forget to feed somebody, and the next thing you know, they're chewing off a leg.
Or some fingers. He grins as he holds up his hand. And then, big laugh.
Right.
Is that what happened?
So how do these flaming fist types treat you as being local?
Perfectly fine. I do my job, and I do my job well, and he kind of lowers his voice so as not to be overheard, but not really low enough to not actually be overheard, because otherwise he's pretty loud.
Okay.
Kind of normal talking voice, so like the 4 tables around you could hear, kind of a thing.
Okay.
A lot of these meatheads, they're afraid of the dinosaurs, which is good. So they treat me great. And then he kind of laughs jovially and orders another drink. What are we up to? 3?
Yeah, 3 at the moment. Yep.
Well, that's good to hear. We had a hard time when we came to this world, and some people were just a little too uptight to deal with some of us in particular, especially like our brass friends and the like. But what we were talking about earlier, as far as jokes and such, I think
love causing mischief.
I would like to. What was that?
I love mischief and mayhem. It's familiar. Back in the Feywild, it was pretty common.
Oh, I'm sure. But yeah, I was going to pick your brain, see what you come up with.
Pranking, you say? Ah, well. Who are you trying to prank?
Why, who's the most important person here?
Well, me, of course. Ah ha 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 ha.
I raise my drink and chink glasses with it.
Great big smile.
Where is? You got a roll, Tash.
Oh, do I? I didn't see it. Sorry.
That's okay.
I still don't see it.
Underneath everything.
Oh, there it is.
Probably. Do you have a bard? Do you have negative persuasion?
He is not a bard.
She's not
I am not a
Oh,
bard.
she's an artificer. That's right.
Artificer. That's why I haven't been saying a whole lot, because I think if I open up too much, bad things will happen.
Well, I'm not sure if this is a good or a bad thing, but the flirting seems to be working on your part.
Cool. I didn't know I was flirting, but I must try it again.
Wait, now I don't remember what we were talking about. I got distracted making Tosh roll.
Ideas for pranking.
Ideas for pranking. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, one of my favorite pranks, and alas, I was only a bit player in it, but some travelers set up a rather elaborate and hilarious mock jousting fight. It attracted all sorts of folks from even the commander and the what's the name of the Castellan?
Castellan. Okay.
Yeah. Got a good laugh over the mock jousting and fun and revelry that occurred there. And he tells you like all these details of, from what you're able to gather, essentially a troupe of performers came through and staged a little, short 20-minute play type thing about jousting.
With dinosaurs?
Well, not
Or on
real
horses?
dinosaurs, mind you.
Oh, I see. Yes, that would probably be safer.
Safer.
If you've seen, if you've watched Game of Thrones, there's an episode where,
Nope.
there's an episode where or a scene in one of the episodes where a couple characters kind of run around in, like the horse skirt, like it's a fake horse. You're still walking, but there's a horse around your waist, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Something
Oh,
kind
I
of like
see.
that.
All right. Okay. Cool. Do you think it's because it reminded him of stuff from back home, or just general hilarity?
Little of both, I assume.
Okay.
Plus, they were really funny.
Well. See, I don't know if we're funny or not. All right. So, what was the big hits?
No
was
pun
it like-
intended.
Eh,
Well, it was very slapsticky.
oh, I'm sure. Okay. All right. I'm thinking of something. All right. So,
Look, these sticks in them. His voice gets to the quieter but not super quiet level. These sticks in the mud are always looking for entertainment to distract from the fact that they're here. Most of them don't want to be here. They're not used to the environment like the native Chultans.
oh, no doubt. Yeah, I imagine figuring out, hey, maybe I shouldn't wear this heavy heavy arse armor all the time. And 3 layers of clothing underneath it. Doesn't seem to be working out for my health. Thud, as they pass out. Okay. All right. I got some ideas. What do you think? We can get Grub and Bojaxxx as our. We can build them up as our main main characters for it.
Sounds like a good idea.
All right. So I don't know where we would come up with the props per se, but I'm sure we got some way of coming up with some stuff. So let's see. So dinosaurs, jousting, and duel, like the dueling pin.
Is there a
Is
good
that a
place
question to
to
me?
do some of these things?
Oh, it's a. Well, yeah. There's a jousting yard. It's just me talking out loud, forming a plan, including our guest with, including Rawl with it, like incorporating him into the under plan, which is as a joke.
You mean our cohort in crime now?
Yes.
He basically tells you, hell, just have them fight, have your friends fight, and you'd get quite a crowd.
Well, all right. We can do that.
They're barbarians, after all.
Oh, wait. I know what I can do. All right. So,
We'll set up some sort of a competition.
So, what we'll do is we will set it up so it's well, I know some particular nobles, obviously, and ones that they might be familiar with by name, and we will make caricature names like that, and project those onto our combatants, and then make a big show of it.
Raw loves the idea, and he even tells you, I'm sure you can get some great materials for costumes in the bazaar.
All right. Well,
A
thanks.
good idea.
Okay. Yeah,
can
I think we're getting a
use
plan together.
all magics to make marks or symbols appear on, just to like differentiate which one you're wanting.
Sure.
Give me an idea of what symbols or marks you want.
Okay, sure. Let's see. And I'll describe to you some heraldic devices that are similar to some particular people back home, but off in a one or other hilarious way, like googly eyes on a thing, on a raptor of some variety, and by that I mean bird. And then, like when we introduce one of the other, I don't know what kind of, does anyone have like an illusion or anything like that they can cast?
I can use prestidigitation to make symbols that'll last for an hour. I can have up to 3 of them at a time.
All right. Like lights or any kind of thing like that. Anyone in the?
That I can't do.
No, I can't do that either. But we'll have to see if there's some other things that we can do that might work.
All right. Well,
We might
I
want to
figure
have some kind of a boxing match so that we have rounds to stretch the time out.
yeah, we'll get our 2 combatants, and they can get upset about it, and hit each other without trying to kill each other, and really make it show. And then let's see. Really want some pyrotechnic, but not actually burning anything down. Just like lights and flash and flare, like fireworks. Y'all have seen fireworks, right?
I mean, I have an idea what you're talking about, but I don't have the available spell.
Okay. Well, who knows what we can find? We got a bazaar, right? Excellent.
You do have a bazaar.
That will be fantastic, Alexsia. We'll pick I don't know, like fuchsia or something like that. Okay. Well, let's go check stuff out. See what we got.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Rawl, good luck, friends. I look forward to it. And just before you pay your tab, he gets another beer in on your tab.
Of course.
So you owe a gold for Rawl and 2 silver for you.
Are the beer or the drinks cold or room temperature?
Room temperature.
Hey, let's keep this cold for you for the go. Do you want that? I'm asking Rawl. I use prestidigitation to chill his drink.
Sure.
Enjoy.
Actually, I guess their pint is only a copper. That was more than that.
Don't make a lot of money. So I should make that a silver piece and
Could just charge you a 10-gallon barrel. It feels kind of on brand.
There we go. I'll just take off 2 silver pieces.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's go to the bazaar and get some garish stuff.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, there it is.
Sounds like a
Ale,
distraction.
mug.
Yeah.
4 copper for a mug. 2 silver sounds great. Wonderful.
So what I'm trying to describe is basically a parody of some nobles that are from Baldur's Gate.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, like WWF style. Like,
so your homework before the next session is to make us a picture.
We are talking the Attitude Era of WWE or WWF, by the way, not the lame stuff it is now.
I have no idea.
We have 2 barbarians who are going to be perfectly happy to make it really big and flashy and ready to fight.
Right.
Sure. So you find some just fantastic, gregarious, not exactly what you're looking for, but close enough that you can make it work and create some great costumes with a very local flair to them. Mm-hmm. The catch is it's going to cost you 8 gold per guy.
Okay, so 16 gold.
Right.
All right. Second.
Which, if you want, I can take it out of the 50 gold that's in your party sheet for the charter that you didn't end up buying.
Sure.
Yep.
All right, so you managed to get that stuff just as the place is closing down. The bazaar is closing down for the night. They close the gates as part of that process as well.
Hi, Rawl, is there a good place for us to stay the night here?
There are guest quarters.
How do we go about getting access to those?
Talk with the Castilian? Jeez, sooner or later I'm going to...
Castellan.
Castellan, there we go.
Castellan.
Yeah.
All right, so we rush over to do that before everything gets shut down for the night.
Hey, for that matter, we should do this like right, like starting at dusk. I mean, yes. That way, the light that we produce is brighter, and
It is
with
pretty
the-
dusky.
yeah, with a fairy fire, we can light it all up, so no one will miss what's going on. Who comes to see?
I'm going to change what Ross tells you about the guest quarters. Unless you're in really good favor with the Flaming Fist, most people just sleep outside.
All right, thank you.
I can sleep outside.
I can do that.
And the Bazaar folks look like they're pretty much just going to actually sleep. Like they start pulling cots out of trunks and stuff. Like they're just going to set up inside their tents. It's plenty warm, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you going to put on a show here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Going to let the barbarians hit something? Namely each
Hit
other?
each other.
Each other,
Yep.
and I'll
This ought to be
line
amazing.
them with fairy fire so they show up really well.
Okay. So you're going to fairy fire them?
Yep.
So they're not going to miss each other either.
I don't know if I'll say that, but...
All right.
And I'm while this is going on, we need to make sure that the Bailey is emptied, so our dude can get in there, right?
Well, we can't make it that too obvious. We just have to do the best we can to get it all done.
Right. But I'm saying is someone needs to check to make sure it gets emptied.
Have I?
No,
Well, I've
no,
been.
all we have to
evil.
do is create the distraction. He's got to go do the job. He's got to go do his job. We don't want to even look like we're looking at him.
If we do something like that, they're going to be like, "Why are you in here?"
Mm-hmm.
Well, right.
If we
But
make
what
it
I'm
big
saying,
enough, if we make a big enough deal out of this, they will notice. And since obviously they enjoy entertainment, because there isn't much out in the middle of the jungle other than
right. But we need to
jungle.
make sure the important people are out here.
We
If
can
they're
do that.
not,
Do that.
then our distraction is
No,
not going to
we
work.
can make sure that we can look to see if they have shown up into the
Yes.
crowd, but that's as far as
Yes.
we can go.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to try and whip up a script and give it to our sorcerer so they
I
can...
guess I'm done visiting the horses. Was there anything that I
shoot.
gleaned from visiting the horses?
Sorry.
It's
While
okay.
they're figuring out what they're going to do there, you can talk with the stable master.
Uh-huh.
He introduces himself as Thaven the Bald. You're able to easily tell that he's taking fantastic care of the horses, but he is constantly complaining about how ridiculous it is that he's trying to care for horses in this climate. This is not where horses should be. There's no point for having horses here. They're useless in the jungle anyways. The
I
owners who bring
suspected.
them here should be thrown off a cliff, as far as he's concerned, or thrown to the undead.
How do the horses seem to be holding up in the heat?
Terrible. He does what he can. He shows you a large barrel of water just outside the stables, and blankets, or not so much blankets, but cloth that he puts in and then slaps it over the horses to try to help keep them cooler. There's nowhere for them to run, really, other than just, like, they can't really get out and run and be free like they should be, and have nice, open, flat areas to run in. This guy really cares about the horses he's caring for. And this is a really This is like the worst possible place to have to do horses.
Man, I wish there was something I could do to help.
Uh,
I know there's nothing.
yeah. I mean, he asks you to help him
Well-
feed the horses and
Oh,
change the
Yes,
that kind of stuff.
absolutely. And I'm going to praise his handiwork and I'm going to talk to the horses and yeah. And while I'm doing this, do I see anything else around me?
All right, so I'm gonna give
Any
you
interesting comings and goings?
an animal handling check, a
Okay.
performance check, and a perception check.
Okay. It doesn't matter what order I do them in?
Nope.
Man, I'm rolling low. Wait! I take it back. Nice.
So you start to help, and he you're not hurting the animals by any means, but he's constantly coming behind you to just fix it, kind of a thing. Like you didn't do it quite right, so he kind of just makes that adjustment to fix it. And then you were looking for what now?
Just looking to see if there's any comings and goings, like any change of the guard, anything that would indicate a good time to do any kind of a distraction. Like when does the lady leave the fort? I mean, she's got to leave the fort at some point.
Which one, the Castellan or the commander?
Either of them.
The Castellan is just going all over the place.
Okay.
Like
Is she making like
even
a
while you're
round?
there, like she checks in with Thaven. She is a highly organized individual. It is very clear that she is doing a fantastic job of running the day-to-day operations of the fort.
Okay, does she come at like every 15 minutes or?
No, she just comes by once while you're there.
Okay.
If you can ask Thaven how often she checks in.
Yeah, sure. How often does she check in? That's really nice that she comes to check on the horses.
Usually at least once every other day. Once every day.
Okay. Well, that doesn't tell me much.
She does. Thaven tells you that she does a great job of managing the fort. She doesn't get in your business, but she makes sure you're getting it done.
Ah, okay.
As far as changing of the guards and stuff, it looks to be very organized. But
Ooh.
So there's a time and the guard changes. Looks like they do 6-hour shifts.
Is there any lax time in between the changes?
Nope. People show up before the next group shows up before and relieves the previous group.
Just like the Berlin Wall. Okay, thanks.
Except less fascist.
Exactly. Well, I don't know. It is the hand.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
Is the blacksmith sleeping in the blacksmith shop, or did he go somewhere else?
He probably went somewhere else.
So is that little courtyard empty at night?
No.
Obviously there'll be guards up on the wall, but are there other people in that front courtyard area, where the blacksmith shop is?
Oh yeah, there's guards down there too.
Is there any kind of empty area at any point?
At times, during the bustling of the day, not that you've observed, it seems like it's getting a little less. People are moving about a little less and kind of congregating more at the eating and drinking facilities, that kind of thing.
Okay, that's good to know.
A couple people going to the temple.
Okay. Well, when we're done giving the horses their evening meal and everything, I will thank the stable master very much. Thank you for letting me spending time with you and your horses. They're beautiful creatures. You take a really good care of them, and it was so nice to meet you.
He thanks you.
and I'll take my leave.
Eh.
And I will go in search of the rest of the party. Actually, I assume I can see Fraggle. I'm gonna
Probably
start
won't be too hard
walking
to find
towards.
him.
I'm gonna start walking towards Fraggle. And
I'm
put my
gonna
hand up.
I'm gonna step away for a minute. I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yo.
Hi.
Hi.
What you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna quick AFK.
I don't know.
So just get off the chair for a second.
I
Stretch this back.
I kind of whisper to you. I did find out some information.
Okay.
Where did everybody else go?
They're about to put on their show.
Wait, a show? Whoa.
A big fight between barbarians, and they think it's going to cause a large enough distraction to get the commander to come out here and watch as well. I want to make sure she's here. If she's not here, then we need to do something, but she'll be here.
Okay. Well, I smile as I look about what under my breath I tell you what I learned about the changing of the guard and how often the commander's right hand lady is there. Lieutenant, I forget what he called her.
Dawn.
So
Dawn.
Okay. That's good.
All right, I'm back.
Excellent.
So you could help me release the dinosaurs if we need to?
I guess so, but won't they hurt people? I don't want the horses to get hurt. I think the dinosaurs would go after the horses.
No. They still have to get out of the building. And out of the pen and out of the other area. So there's a lot that they have to get through to actually get out.
So, the Porters are a noble family of Baldur's Gate. And their rival, who is no longer around, really, is the Valarkeen. So I'm gonna make one of our probably Bojaxxx, our Varakeen stand-in equivalent, and the other one is the Ravenshade, who I'm more familiar with in person, and they will be, they're in charge of like gems, the gem trade. But anyway, and I'll bounce that off them. Makes sense. That way, one of them is a little more personal than the other, and the one that's personal happens to be one that will gain the most interest of the Porter commander.
Okay. I think I followed that. So, in theory, the commander should not like Bojaxx's character.
Well, yes, Bojaxx's character, correct.
Okay. So, how's this gonna start?
Okay, so I checked, and nobody has a way of making particularly loud sounds. Does anyone, Grub, Bojaxxx, do either of you have a loud musical instrument or anything, or is it, or just punching faces?
I do have a signal whistle.
Okay,
That's certainly a good start.
there we
I would
go.
like 3
Me
signal
too.
whistles.
Me too.
Maybe a bunch of us should start blasting on our signal whistles, and then
I mean, I can also do showers of sparks. They won't do anything other than just be showers of sparkles.
Which is what we want.
Does this group not have any musical instruments?
who would have a musical instrument?
I mean, lots of people get musical instruments in this game.
They do. Like,
Not just bards, yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of backgrounds that do.
Like
I think
picked
I
playing
even
cards
have one.
instead, but
I'm back, by the way.
Oh, do you have a musical instrument? Is that what you were saying?
He does not.
I
He's not
bel-
proficient with his musical instrument.
Actually, as an Uthgart,
They might, yeah.
yeah.
I know the Outlander does.
It does say you're.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have one. It does say you're proficient with it. How come it's not in your?
I had a the ability to take a musical instrument, but I could take something else in its place, and I don't remember what I
Tool.
took in its place.
One type of musical
Yeah.
instrument or artisan's tool.
Oh,
What tool? What are you proficient with? What music instrument are you proficient with, Bojaxxx?
I have no
Bagpipes.
idea. There you go.
Great. Do you have some?
No, he doesn't.
You know, actually, it's tool or instrument, and I think I took the blacksmithing tools instead.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
Yep.
yes, I
that
took
would
the
be more
ability to
useful.
carve wood instead.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
nobody is
I mean, I
proficient
can-
with musical instruments.
I
Oh,
can
that's
pound my warhammer on skulls. That's kind of a
so
musical
funny.
instrument.
That's improvised musical instruments rather than an actual musical instrument.
It's kind of weird to me that no one is proficient with a musical instrument in this party. That's kind of
In the
impressive.
jungle, why would we need a musical instrument?
Yeah.
Apparently, we were wrong.
I mean, I've got a bell, but I don't think it's that kind of bell.
Probably
I
not.
have a whistle.
Yeah,
I know we
apparently
all
there's
have
tons of
whistles. I
whistles.
mean, we could do like the Parent Tramp song, you know, when they're all whistling. Do 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 do
Like
do do do.
I could light a halfling on fire, and we could listen to it scream. That's the kind of music that I like.
Um,
I have fairy
Well,
fire.
all right.
So I'll line you guys
choice.
some fairy fire.
All right, so we'll settle for what we've got, I guess. All right. So yeah, let's start announcing a whatever night this is fight.
I did realize I do have one option that would make a large amount of sound, but I don't think is necessarily what we want. I could use the alarm spell and make it so that way it doesn't, so that it'll trigger off of somebody in the party going in, and then it would make it so that way it's audible. But it's basically a giant ping sound for everybody.
Okay.
well, Dyne blows his signal whistle and steps into the stands of the jousting tournament and kind of does a passable come one come all to the
With
witness the
sparks
show
behind him.
kind of a thing. Yeah, okay, little sparks. Well, hey, do the performance with advantage. See if you get better. Nope.
Hey, it is in fact my first show.
And some people start to kind of wander over and take an interest. Even some of the guards on the wall are kind of paying more attention than they should to what's going on.
One of the things for this event, I would like a semi-raptor size replica paper mache dinosaur setup in the jousting area.
I don't think we have
That's-
time to make that, do we?
I was just gonna say that's gonna take forever.
Nice idea, but
It's happening right now.
Okay. I didn't know if it was going to be next day type of a thing. So it's right now.
No, it's
Okay,
right
never
now.
mind.
Now.
Never mind. Okay.
I'm watching the show because I wasn't there during any of this planning, and I'm super fascinated.
Yeah. Okay, guys, when I'm gonna light you, I kind of talked really low to the two barbarians just a minute.
Okay.
That you guys need to be away from everybody else. When I cast the fairy fire, so I'll lime you in purple light so that it'll only last for about a minute.
Purple. I hate purple.
Blue, green, violet. Take your pick. I don't care what.
Are there any torches or things that I can light for visual effect in the grounds for the jousting?
Someone's already gone around and lit torches in the fort.
Oh, I was meaning specifically in the area for the jousting, where we're doing this.
There are more torches you could light, sure.
Okay. For dramatic effect, I'm going to one by one light them with prestidigitation, like going from one side to the other.
Okay.
Nice.
There's some oohs and ahs, and more people start filing in.
I'm a cleric. I've got no showy spells. Sorry. Actually, I do have one thing, but I need to look it up.
Okay.
Toll the Dead is only on a creature, so no.
You have thaumaturgy?
No.
Darn.
I don't have any showy spells at all.
Prepared for
Guidance,
a jungle
Spare the
crawl.
Dying, So instead, I'm just going to wander around and look for the commander, the second in charge, all that stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Tonight's sorry. Finish what you were saying.
No. I'm just going to act as the eyes, so that's it.
Tonight's combatants will be Fald Valorline. And Valorline is the or Valorkian is the name of the noble house that years ago, blah blah blah, against the Pointers. And Stingy Crowdark. Which is making fun of the Raven Shade.
Amazingly, both of your barbarians do, in fact, do a wave to the audience when their character's name is read.
Fantastic.
My goodness. I clap enthusiastically.
Okay.
Are they far enough away from everybody else that I can do fairy fire and get only them?
Sure.
Okay, so I do that on them.
Also, when I see them start waving, the shower of sparks is behind the one that's waving.
Okay.
I say, ooh. Ooh, I'm trying to be I'm trying to lead the crowd.
You're the hype person in the crowd.
I'm the hype person, exactly.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I pick up the dwarf and I body press him over my head.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure we're fighting yet.
No, not yet. I'm giving time for people to gather.
Well, I let out a mighty roar as I do it.
Fantastic.
That's going to
And
call
then I
different
and then
people
I body
involved.
press the dwarf.
Your mighty roar is a little feeble.
Oh.
It's better than a kobold, though. So, there's that. Okay, people are starting to file, kind of get attracted, and Rahl shows up with a bunch of kind of helping get people in, and Dyne, he flashes you a big 2 thumbs up, which is a little hard to see because he's got a mug of ale in both hands.
Sweet.
Somehow
right.
he'll probably figure out how to charge your tab on that again.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, that's how I get around, just charging things on my tab. So who am I to complain? All right. So, in 2 minutes, we'll start the first round.
I think they've already started.
They're just warming up. This is to make sure that word can get spread around this place.
Amazingly, you're starting to get a pretty decent crowd. Yeah. There's some folks showing up. There's already some jeering at Bojaxxx and Grub's characters from a few folks in the stands.
Cool.
Tash, are you gonna wait to cast your fairy fire until the round starts?
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, when everybody's there, looks like we have a full house, so to speak, and they're getting ready to actually start. Not just warming up, but actually start. Then I'll lime them in fairy fire.
Okay. So the time is upon us. Dyne, I think we're ready for you to start the fight.
All right.
Are you gonna start the fight? Oh, you're clearing your throat. Okay.
Yeah. I don't have a script per se, but yeah, I'm going to announce the beginning of the fight, and I'm going to go over go over the sides, and there'll be sparks respectively, so everybody sees who's who, and then we'll get this started.
It's okay.
Do I have any help?
You get sparks, so you can have advantage.
Okay. Ooh.
Oh,
Typical. And I will let them have the show, and then let it go.
Okay.
we're so bad, we're good, or at least funny.
Something like that. Jhax, it's your turn.
I grab him again and I body press him and roar again.
So I have to apparently look at the grapple rules. Jeez. Let's see. You need to make an attack roll, right? Where is grappling? There we go. You want to grab a creature? You can use the attack action to make a special melee attack. All right. So make an attack roll.
Which is D20.
Well, you'd be proficient with it, so you
what
can
does that mean?
just roll a melee weapon. Your
Your
claw would work perfectly.
I've not used this interface before.
So on your actions tab of your character sheet.
Okay, let me get to actions. Okay, last page.
Yep. And up at the top it says weapons. And
Okay.
So your weapon will be on the left, and then if you go across,
okay,
there'll be
Yep,
a D6. Yep.
Yep.
So you can actually drop that on. Actually, here, let me.
You can also.
You can put it like that. There it goes.
That
Okay.
works. You can also. I'll put you guys on the map, or you can also drop them on.
If
in
you
the combat
hold
tracker.
if you hold control and click on Grub in the combat tracker, which you can get to the combat tracker by the crossed swords in the top right under tools.
Yep.
You can, if you do that, you'll target him, which means anytime you make an attack roll or you make the target make a save for other effects, that will go onto them.
Okay, and you said to hold what?
Control. And then left click them.
Okay.
You do grab him, so that's achieved. And then you need to do, let's see. Grubby, would you like to do a strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics opposition?
I would assume strength.
That's probably accurate. So you guys have to make an opposed check here.
Grubby's going in the air. And like I say, I want another roar. I'm gonna beat that kobold roar from the last time.
Okay.
I'm gonna wave my fairy arms like I'm trying to fly.
Yeah. I just don't roar well. Sorry.
Apparently not. Grubby's flapping arms get some chuckles and appreciative jeers from the crowd. All right, so we'll go to Grubby. Bojaxxx has lifted you into the air.
And meekly
I'm going
roared.
to attempt to break free from that, and get to the ground.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to the ground, buddy.
To the ground myself under control.
So this will be another opposed grapple check. Another strength athletics check. Uh,
The
Grub,
flapping got him out.
Grub very easily gets down on the ground.
All right. He coated himself with oil. I couldn't hold him up.
And I assume that was my action.
That
So
was
I'm
your
gonna-
action.
I'm gonna back up to punching distance.
Okay. Anyone else want to do
Round.
anything to in this here?
No, I'm just keeping my eyes open.
And I am
Yeah.
enjoying the show.
Has the commander shown up yet?
How would you know? You're busy fighting a dragonborn. Dressed as something.
Fraggle was looking for.
I should be giving a play-by-play and in vague terms as it goes on. That'll help keep interest.
I'm going to make there be faint musical notes that people can hear during all of this.
Ooh,
Okay.
Make it more of an upbeat kind of thing.
I start shouting, "Kick his ass! Kick his ass!"
Wow, Fahada has a mean streak apparently. The violence.
Well, Jackson and I
Who
should
knew
both
that
be waving
Fahada
our-
was a WWE fan?
She didn't know either.
Where's
Jax and
Fraggle?
I are probably both waving our fairy fired arms up and down to get the crowd to kind of join into the yelling.
Now,
Probably.
hamming it
So
up.
I'm going, yeah, 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 yeah.
Are we initiativing? Or
Yeah. Waiting for the.
that's
Oops.
Yeah.
I think.
I think that's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I did not get an initiative check if I was supposed to get one.
I only
weren't.
did it
You're not
for
in the
those two.
fight.
Okay,
Oh,
Only
okay.
them.
Bojaxxx,
what?
it's your turn.
Me again?
Yep.
I'm gonna roar loudly again, and I'm gonna bum rush him. Since he's just far enough away, I can't grab him and bench press him again.
He's there. You can
He's
try to
in
grab
5
him.
feet.
You could also try to, wrestle him to the ground or something. You're in wrestle distance.
Yep, that's the
So
plan.
make an attack roll again. That'll hit.
And a roar.
Your roar is much more intimidating this time.
No, it isn't.
Oh, I was taking the one from before.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you're both gonna make an athletics check again. Oh, this might have had advantage on there. That's okay. You're both getting advantage, so who cares? All right, so you grapple him.
Yep. And I grab him and toss him.
Okay, you're gonna do a throw.
A throw.
Okay.
What do you want me rolling?
I'm actually gonna have him make
Okay.
a dexterity saving throw. Unless you like to make an acrobatics check instead.
And he lands on his 2 feet.
In a nice little roll, Grubby takes 2 damage from the toss.
That wasn't intended.
He'll be fine. And then we'll go to Grub. And
I'm going to attempt to rush over to him and then do a leg sweep and trip him.
okay, sounds fun. Do an attack. Any melee attack will work.
Yeah, I'll get my sheet open.
Sure. While you're doing that, Fraggle, you don't see the commander, but you do see.
What's this
that'll
2
hit.
dice? I only got to roll 1.
That's because you're
You
not
don't
doing
have him
it.
targeted.
Because you're not doing it in a way that's triggering the grant advantage from your fairy fire.
Yeah, you haven't actually targeted him. You had to control and then click his name in the combat tracker. It'll show
You
up
can-
under your name when that
You
happens.
can, you
If
can
you
do
s-
that, or you can simply drop the dice on top of his
Correct.
Yeah, both
portrait
are
if
options.
it was there.
It is.
Trying something here.
So
So Fraggle, you see Roka moving into the building.
She's going into
No,
the bailey?
Roka's the
one we're
person
trying
you're helping.
You're helping.
Yeah.
Oh, Roka. Yes. Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
But the commander's still not out here, right?
Not
But
yet.
we don't
no.
know where the commander is.
I just realized where I am. I can't see what's going on there. I'm like right here. I'm like in the front row.
Is the sub commander out here somewhere?
Not
Anyone?
you haven't
Second
seen.
in command, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, second in command is out here, but the commander is not.
No, you haven't
Right.
seen either one of them.
Right. And those are the people we need to get out of the bailey.
There are
We're doing
people
everything
coming
we
out
can.
of the Bailey, though.
Ah, okay. Well, if I see someone coming out, I'm like, I'll mention to someone, hey, does the commander know this is going on? She would love this.
Okay. Grub, you do not succeed in knocking Bojaxxx on his butt.
Oh well.
Hey, Bojaxxx,
Anybody else find it ironic that the first dice in anger our entire campaign is against our party members?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm loving this. This
Um,
is hilarious.
Is there in this jousting area? Is there a like a barrel or a box or something? Kind of unattended.
No?
There's a fence
No.
right next to us for the jousting.
The
You
joust.
gonna
Yeah.
like try to break a chair over his head or something?
You can try to
That's
jump
for
on
me
top
to
of them.
know and the DM to find out when I do the action.
There's
Uh,
not really loose paraphernalia in the jousting area proper.
Okay.
There's like rain basins by the buildings.
The building being. Are
All
these
of them.
squares? What are they? 5 feet?
Yeah, the little ones are. The big ones are
Okay.
10 feet.
Okay.
Oh, that was advantage. Oh well.
Nope.
I'm gonna give it to you again, just so because I didn't click the advantage button.
Well, I'm glad I rolled better.
Wow,
First time.
that was pointless. Wow.
Just
1,
to be
2,
clear,
and
the
0.
future listeners who came in late, I am not a bard.
There are no bards in this party.
The only person with a charisma modifier of more than like 1 is doing basically the facts.
So we got -1, -1, 0, 0, -1, -1, +3. That's amazing. This is like probably the thing that this party is the worst designed to do is put on a show.
Absolutely. So we're doing it very badly, and we're hoping it's going to work.
Amazingly, it's working pretty well. So that was a taste of the first round. And Grub and Bojaxxx toss each other around a little bit, and more and more people are showing up, and round 1 ends.
I ring a bell.
Okay. The bell has been rung. Grub and Jhax separate.
Okay.
Is anyone going to go into their corner?
I want Dyne to go set a barrel up, move a barrel into this jousting area.
Okay, sure. But if I'm doing that, I'm going to put one on each side.
Right.
Okay.
I take them water.
There we go.
Both of them?
Well, I go to whichever one is who's closer to me. Looks like Bojaxxx is closer. Fahada, make sure that Grub gets some water, and I take some water to Bojaxxx.
Are either one of you going to get a placard with a big 2 on it and strut across the stage?
I don't think that I would do very well strutting across anything. And if you make me do performance checks, that will prove it.
I'm making
I
the
am.
barbarians roll performance checks here. The barbarians have rolled more performance checks than attack rolls in this game.
What you're asking me to do?
I mean, it's hilarious.
Is there any place that has like a flat surface that everybody can see?
I don't want to lose my spot, so no, I'm not going to take him water. And I said water is only for winners.
Wow.
Those are
Oh,
sprinkles.
wow.
I love
Okay.
this.
Sprinkles.
So is there any
about-
places like is the building that's right next to the red line? Does that have like a flat surface that I could like use make a symbol on with prestidigitation?
Not on the sides, no. It's more of a the fancy stand, right, for the
Okay.
dignitaries to be in and out of the sun.
Yeah, so it's up like 5 feet with
Yeah.
bleachers.
Well, I was trying to make
a cover.
Make basically like a symbol that's just number 2 on the side of something, so that way everybody can see it's round 2.
I think you just make it like shine in the air, couldn't you? I don't think you necessarily need a projection surface here. It's magic.
Sure, let's do that. So a magical symbol of just number 2 floats in the air above the where the fight was going on.
Okay, a roar goes up in the crowd. They're clearly getting into this.
Okay.
I yell, "Is there someplace I can place my bet?"
Oh
This is
yeah,
really- I'm gonna-
the guy next to you points over to a bookie down at the end who's been taken by the wad of coins he's got piled at his feet. This is apparently there's a lot of money changing hands here.
Okay, I tell the
Is
guy
it
to.
raw?
I say, "You better save my seat," and I bet a silver on. Which is who looks like he's winning more? Who's doing better here?
Bojaxxx.
Bojaxxx? I bet on Bojaxxx. And by the way,
Okay.
this is not. I mean, I know that you're surprised that Fahada's acting this way, but she grew up on a military outpost, so she's probably seen some pretty good fights.
This is a whole different side of Sapphyra that I was not expecting to see. That's all.
It's
great.
She is bloodthirsty most of the time.
It's great. All right, and let's see. Have those guys make those rolls, and you guys make your athletic rolls. Let's see what we get here. This time stepping into the ring, Bojaxxx makes a very, very nice roar. Much better, his best roar of the night. The crowd goes wild for it.
Okay.
Dyne does a fair job of announcing it. At this point, I think most people are kind of less interested in the announcing.
Which is fine with me, because I'm apparently not great at it.
You pass it.
Come up with a plan.
Hey, you're average.
Execution, that's for a better performer than I.
You're doing average, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's okay. In round 2, Bojaxxx clearly gets the better of Grub and pins him a couple times, and before the round ends.
Is my barrel set up yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, do you want to do something with the barrel here?
Huh? Not
There's
yet.
a barrel on either
We're going to another round.
end.
So you're gonna wait till round 3?
Yep.
Okay.
The barrel's near Grub. I'm just letting you know that.
There's
I
one
think
on either
I think
side.
there's 2 barrels.
Okay.
Pretty much one at each
Okay.
end of the
All right.
jousting.
That'll work.
All right.
Number changes to number
That's
3 above
whatever
them.
it's called.
Okay. And
I guess I need to be closer to the center.
it's not super important.
It's been 20 years, but I did know a professional jouster.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Yep.
Dyne, you should have a performance check. Then we'll have the strong arm guys make their athletics checks. All right, so Bojaxxx, what did you want to do with this barrel here?
I unleash my breath weapon at it, missing Grubby,
Okay.
hitting the barrel.
So
Probably something they're not used to seeing.
There's a great many ooh-ahs from the crowd. Clearly loving this. Bojaxxx again clearly wins round 3.
The barrel is the loser.
Barrel is definitely the loser. And
pay for the
Fraggle
barrel.
does see the commander and Castellan have come out to watch.
Sweet.
Fantastic.
And in that case, I'm going to go to ringside and be kind of a, I don't know, coaching staff,
Well-
healer if someone needs it, whatever.
Yeah, you can make sure they're both in good fighting condition
Mhm.
in between rounds. All right.
Which corner are you gonna go to?
Who needs it more? Probably not Bojaxxx. Grub.
It's just a flesh wound.
Grub,
He's badly wounded.
Oh,
That-
Grub. He's a
barrel-
dwarf anyways.
The barrel
Nice.
doesn't look like it's doing so hot, though.
I don't
What
think he
was-
can help the barrel.
What flavor of breath weapon was it?
Acid.
Okay.
okay.
And then when I'm there, I give them guys thumbs up.
Okay.
All right.
All right, we'll go to round 3. Have the performance checks come in.
I think this will be round 4.
Four, but
Yeah, that's round 4. You're right.
There we go.
Oh, I'm getting to be a performer
18,
now.
16. Yeah, guys are getting into this.
Oh.
At this point, Fraggle reckons that probably a good 80% of the fort is here.
And the other 20% is probably on watch and still watching. Or listening.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes me itch a little. Because everyone's focused here, and I could be elsewhere doing things.
This time the match is very even. They go back and forth and wrestle really good. No super clear winner in this one. How many rounds are you planning on doing here?
Well, until I guess someone's pinned.
Okay.
Also, as many as long as the crowd keeps eating it up, once they start like waning just a little, then we'll move to the conclusion here. Oof.
The good thing they're mostly
Ooh.
focusing on the fight and not
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Dyne mispronounces the names of both characters this time.
Hey, boo.
Well, whatever. I made him up.
Boo! Get off the stage!
Jack, should we throw him off the stage?
We could make him part of the act.
I think he's actually not in the jousting area where you guys are, but
Oh, then I wouldn't have shouted that.
I mean he's on a stage of sorts, so it's appropriate.
I don't know. I hope
Oh,
my
look at those
haggling
strength
is.
checks.
My haggling should be giving them like a bonus to their performance. That's all I'm saying.
They're getting
Maybe.
advantage.
I mean,
Okay.
they're all doing it with advantage.
Yeah, the
so,
performance is with advantage here.
Yeah, I rolled a 3 and dropped a 3.
yeah.
So
He double rolled 3s, so there isn't much you can do with that.
Yeah, I've been known to roll 2 1s on advantage before.
Heckling. That's the word
Same.
I was going for.
So
Two
this
times in a
round
row.
goes great. They are just at it and really getting into it, and they both pin each other, and it goes back and forth. And but there's a slight thinking that Bojaxxx is on top. Let's see. We'll do you two. Tash, what are you doing right now?
What am I doing?
Mhm.
I'm watching the show.
Let's do.
Is beer being served?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm kind of keeping a surreptitious eye on the castellan and the commander, and I'm also once in a while trying to see if I see.
Speaking of double rolling,
At least you rolled higher.
See if
I rolled
can-
a decent run for both. Yeah.
All right. Some folks should have some perception checks out.
Ah,
I don't see anything.
You're watching the show. All you see.
Shoot, what was the dude's name?
Fahada, you realize your crew, not not audience.
Well, I'm playing
He
along.
wasn't aware of anything, so she determined that she was audience.
Uh-huh.
I'm hoping that Roka comes out before too long, and
Like that, like the magician's assistants who he pulls, quote unquote,
You're the
from the
plant.
audience. I'm the plant.
Okay. Let's see. We'll do another round here, I think.
Do we get any indication from the group that our
I give a thumbs up.
objective is being accomplished?
I give a double thumbs up to Dyne.
Okay. And
Uh,
I'll just double check. He's out.
Double thumbs up.
Okay. Psionic transmission. All right, cool. I'm gonna tell Bojaxxx and Grub. All right. Time for someone to get knocked out.
That's funny because I'm typing to Grubby right now exactly the same thing.
All right. So Jhax has a slight upper hand here.
Yep.
How do you two want to play this?
And grabs the other barrel and smashes it not exceptionally forcefully over Grubby's head to win the fight.
Grubby, do you accept the
Oh,
results?
yeah. The way he's rolling, I don't have a chance. I mean, he hasn't rolled a performance check below 17 in the last 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Actually, you got a 7
Or
the last time.
athletics.
How is it that
Well,
our
the modified.
How is
Yeah.
it that our barbarians are doing the intelligence and performance
Well,
checks?
no, that was
This
he's
doesn't-
meaning the athletics.
But
He's meaning
still.
the opposed athletics, and he keeps on getting
mean-
like a 17 and higher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, there we go.
Looks like I was able to pull that punch and
So Grub doesn't do a particularly fantastic job of playing dead, and Bojaxxx has to like subtly kick him. But Bojaxxx is basks in the glory of his victory.
does
All
the
right.
I'm
crowd
gonna come out and attempt to hold up Bojaxx's arm.
Does the crowd
Okay.
throw money at me?
I'll crawl off the stage.
Come
No.
up and start screaming, "Show me the money! Show me the money!"
Fahada, you put a silver down.
I did.
Okay, you get 3 silver.
Nice.
So a net gain of 2.
Okay.
All right, and I'll announce
Buy
the
you a
winner.
bucket of ale. I'll buy you a bucket of ale, Grubby, because that cures everything.
After everybody is, once we leave, I'm going to use prestidigitation to clean them up a little bit.
Okay,
Mending to clean any sort of damage to gear.
sure.
I'm getting out of these damn fancy clothes and into some normal smashing stuff.
Something you can fight in.
Have we left? that what you're
It's wrapping up. People are
Yep.
clearing out kind of a thing.
To the drinking tents.
Yep. Fun was clearly had by all.
Then I will press a silver into Bojaxx's hand and into Grubby's hand.
Okay.
Oh yeah, money.
That's what I won betting on you.
Grota kind of wanders by to past Dyne. Says, you failed to mention that you were providing entertainment for the night.
Well, I did it on a whim.
Let me see. Well,
I figured you all would like a little entertainment, being way out here, so far away from home.
it was a pleasant distraction, as you can see. Over in the future, please, let's chat. Let's bring it up before you do such a thing.
Oh, I'm
in the
sorry.
future.
Certainly. Just a second, I'm trying to grab a cat.
All right, there you go.
All right, that's our bargain. Come on. So I guess let's round everybody up and see if everyone's fine how we did.
You mean find out from Roka?
Well, I was meeting party members, and then that too when no one's looking.
Sure.
I figured we were
going
going
away
to.
from Roka.
Yeah.
I imagine we'll be.
Oh, we're going to be sleeping outside of the
Right.
fort, anyways.
No, I
Yep.
mean you sleep inside the fort, just outside.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. We're going to sleep outside, but not in.
Wouldn't really recommend sleeping outside the
Yeah,
fort.
I
Wake up
misunderstood what you were
murdered.
saying earlier. So yeah, we'll sleep inside the walls, but not in a building.
Oh, let's see. Let's put this day 7, right?
6, I count, because 2 of
You
them.
left day 3. 3, 4 was travel.
Yep, and then
5 was
5
up
we were
to-
here, and we got here.
We'll say 6.
Okay.
Probably lost a day there, but that's not a big deal. Let's see. It's a steady mist today. Not really as heavy rain as usual. And looks like it does. Everything else is kind of normal. All right. So are you going to leave the fort?
The next day, I figured we would head back towards the port.
Are we going to kill ghouls?
Mhm.
That's just a
kill ghouls.
generic. Anytime we find ghouls, we can take their heads back.
Oh, okay.
It's not a we have to go and do this immediately.
Okay.
It's a passive quest.
60 days, didn't Pat say?
That was
Yep.
for
On our
the
charter?
charter, yeah.
Other, yeah.
I think I might make that 30 days just to match the guide timing, but what was I looking for?
Of course, right now we don't have a way to get back by ship, so we'll have to go across, overland, which means we may do some might as well do some ghoul hunting while we're in the area.
Is that as a possibility? Yes.
Well, we could
we-
just go. Sorry, good.
Well, there are some guides that are based here, so maybe we want to talk with them before we do anything.
I think that would be a good idea.
Well, we're just gonna resolve the Roka part.
Okay.
And he thanks you for your help, and offers the next time you're in the port to introduce you to our river mist and flask of wine.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Did you find out what you wanted to know?
He shows you a smooth stone with intricate carvings.
So like a sending stone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
What is it?
I'll be curious. Just because I'm curious. whether they are or aren't when you find out in League. All right then, let's go. Glad that
But
worked
he-
out.
But he gave us guides, right?
He is going to
No.
introduce us and offer to, and is going to pay for us to use the
Okay.
guides.
Okay.
Out of the port.
Yes.
Right. Those two are at the port, so we
Okay.
have to go back there for that. And I think we'll end there. So thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Dyne, you want to plug Rhyme and your website?
Yeah, first of the month on DDO stream is Rime of the Frost Maiden, the continuing adventures of. They've gotten pretty far, and now we'll see if they survive the hard stuff.
Fighting a dragon with the hard stuff. That's great. Anyone else want to plug
Oh, it
anything?
was pretty hard. Sorry.
That's okay. Well, thanks for watching D&D on DDOcast. If you'd like to find more of our adventures, you can find them at DDOcast.com or the DDOcast YouTube and Twitch channels. We've been using Fantasy Grounds Unity. You can get started with your virtual tabletop gaming experience today at fantasygrounds.com or at fantasygrounds2 on Twitter. You can follow me at DDOcast on Twitter. And you can check us out at DDOcast.com for our weekly DDO news and discussion podcast show, as well as some other tabletop and gaming adventures. Thanks for watching.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
All right.